Hi, this is Shannah. Welcome to my channel. And this is a quick message from your guides. In order to get the message, you need to choose one of these piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So for pile 1, we have here a smoky crystal. For pile 2, we have a smoky, milky crystal. And then for pile 3, we have a milky crystal. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Take your time to choose your pile. You can pause the video if you like, and I will see you in a couple of moments. So if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading here with the smoky crystal. Now, let's see what the quick message from your guides is. First of all, we have dragon, we have power. Then we have fogged in, go slow, take time. And then we have gateway. So the first impression I have here with these cards together is that you, or some of you, let's put it that way, you are recovering. You are recovering, be it from any physical ailment, emotional, or psychological distress, but you are recovering and you're getting back into your power. The cards are telling you you have this power within you. You will be okay, but you have to take time in order to allow yourself time to heal, allow yourself time to recover. This is quite important. And it's also telling you that a breakthrough is at hand here with gateway. So for some of you, maybe this hasn't have anything to do with ailments, with physical distress or psychological distress. This has to do more with like practical things in life. Could be financial situation, could be a career situation, or just a change. You're waiting for a change, but it's like it's going to happen. It's like your guides are telling you, yes, this change is going to happen. There will be a breakthrough. You just cannot see it right now. Okay, because the pieces are still falling into place, but it's going to be something powerful. It's going to be something wonderful. And it's also like telling you, work on yourself while you're waiting, while you still don't know what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. Then work on yourself in the sense of prepare, make preparations, make sure that you're living a beautiful life, that you are setting the stage for something fantastic. Put yourself in a good mood, go out if that's what you want, or stay at home if that's what you want. It's okay, but make sure like you have a beautiful environment around you, that you feel good about yourself, about what you're doing and how you're leading your life. So focus on yourself here with the dragon power, because there's so much in you. There's so much potential. There's so much possible. Sorry, so I had to fix there one of the mics. And so many things are possible that if you prepare it, you focus on your own development, this transition will be even easier. It's like asking you to have faith that things, yes, will improve. There will be a breakthrough. But at the moment, you are moving forward. You do feel that you're moving forward, but you're not seeing the promised land yet. You're not seeing, not even, for some of you, you're not even seeing a silver lining. You're just walking on blind faith. Some of you are very exhausted as well. So that's why here, recover, focus on yourself, and things will get better. It's like keep on swimming, keep on going forward, and make sure that you are well, make sure that you are healthy, make sure that you are happy, satisfied with what is in the moment. Stay present in the moment. Let's see if we get any further informations for you. Pile number 1, the 6 of Swords. There you go. You're moving forward. It's also really good because it's telling us that a difficult phase is coming to an end. You're moving forward. Some of you may even have some regret because some things in the past may have not be perfect, or you regret having done certain things or having said some things, or even you regret how things went or what happened to you. But you're moving forward. You're leaving difficult times behind. You just don't see like the paradise awaiting you. You don't see it yet, and some of you don't even believe it. But you're moving forward to better times. It's a new phase in your life, and it's a better one, 100%. Okay. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. It's like telling you, hanging there. It's like you're between two realities right now. You're really in between. You're leaving a difficult phase behind you. There's a new era in your life starting, but you're still in between. You still have one foot in the past, and you're trying to put the other foot in the future, but you're still trying to test the waters, so to say. And I think for some of you, it's really hard to believe that things will go really better, that things will be fantastic in the future. You're still a bit mistrusting. Yeah, we have the Five of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. You're still too focus on the past and the things that went wrong in the past, and just really hear the invitation to, hey, move forward. There's so many good things happening now. Stay present, stay here and in the here and now. And really, there are so many blessings you can count, but you're just focusing, like here with the Five of Cups, on things that went wrong, and you're neglecting the good things that you have, and the new things that will come in your life as well. So it's like also telling you to make room for positive things. Make a cleanse yourself from negativity or any kind of negative self-talk. Yeah, the Five. This is your negative self-talk. I think many of you are then convinced that things will go wrong, things will go bad. Yeah, we have here the Moon. So this is your main fear. But what we have here is new people coming into your life and working with you. Not just like work, but also building something new. That will be new alliances. There will be new friendships, new projects, new visions. And again, you see, they have all these pieces, like I was saying, the pieces are still falling into place. Don't focus too much on what can go wrong. For some of you, there's even a new relationship coming in, but it's also telling us it's just a question of deciding, is the glass half empty or is the glass half full? And in the words of Terry Pratchett, the best way to answer that question, if the glass is half empty or half full, is to say, that is not my glass. My glass was full. And this is like an invitation to see the world like that. There's so much coming away. Let's see if we have anything else. What is coming your way? What do your guides like to say? Yeah, the world is coming your way. Again, this is the beginning of a new phase. You're closing a chapter, and you were successful. You passed all the tests, right? You passed all the tests. You've learned your lessons. There's no reason to linger in the past anymore. And you think, many of you may think that you failed some of these tests, so to say, but you didn't. You passed all the tests, and there's a big reason to celebrate. So life will start to taste sweeter. And we have the Empress here as well. Life will start to taste sweeter. It will be a success, and you'll be like reborn. You'll be empowered. You'll be creative again. You'll be strong again. You'll be free to express who you really are. So life will be a lot better. And here at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles, and it's like telling you, yeah, this is a new chance, a new era approaching that's very valuable, and your life, even like financially, well, your life will be better. There's a lot of abundance coming your way. So, pile number one, like I said, it's a really quick message from your guides. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this inspires you, and I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number two, this is your reading here with the milky smoky quartz. There you go. Now, message is a quick message from your guides. So the first one is Standing Stones Passage. Like this reminds me of Outlander, if you know the series, right? So, Then we have Unknown Territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Interesting. And then we have Stillness. You know what? What I feel here is like you're in a phase of transition. And it's like the cards are inviting you not to fight it, to, be in acceptance of this transition, in this stillness. With acceptance, I don't mean, if something seems wrong or off or it doesn't align to who you are, that you just accept it. I'm not telling you that, quite the contrary. It's like if this feels like a very normal change in your life, and it may seem a bit foreign at first because, something is changing drastically, but it's for your higher good. And at first, like I said, it may seem foreign. Some of you are even going to another country or, moving to another city, another part of town, or maybe you're even moving away from your parents for the first time. And it could be exciting, but it can also be scary. But it's like it's telling you this change is perfect. This change is how it needed to be done. This is the change that needs to happen. So everything is actually perfect as it is. So if you've been afraid of some change in your life, of some difficulty, it's like you being looked after. Your guides would like to say that you're being protected, you're being looked after, and you're being guided as well. And everything is going according to your soul plan. And this also tells me about the rite of passage. Is for some of you, you're not a child anymore, or you're not a young twin anymore. It's like you're becoming more mature. You're becoming more of an adult. I would say more mature. Yeah, doesn't matter how old you are. It's like you're becoming more mature. And some of you are also taking on more responsibilities, and be it at work, be it in the family. And this may be a bit scary at first, again, but it's also telling you you're strong enough. And it's to take these changes with grace, with gratitude, with poise, you see, within this stillness. And it's like also inviting you when times get a bit confusing, you can meditate, you can find this stillness within yourself, you can become your own eye of the hurricane. Yeah, if things seem to go crazy around you, you can be the rock in the storm. And I think that many of you are also considered to be that rock in the storm for many other people. And to be this strong and to be responsible for other people can be exhausting and sometimes not very rewarding, but it's also telling you the right person to do this. You have the strength, you have the soul fortitude to take yourself and other people to other planes, to higher levels of existence, to better levels of existence. Yeah. And I'm also getting the message that for you to trust your gut feeling, for you to trust your intuition. This is really quite important. It's like your inner compass. Just follow your inner compass. Even if it doesn't make much sense at first, it will always take you where you should be. Yeah. So let's see if we have more messages for you. Pile number 2. So what would your guides like to tell you? So for pile number 2, what would their guides like to tell them? Quick message. So we have the 2 of Swords. I'm getting immediately too blind to see, but I see here maybe it's not easy for you to see the importance of your situation right now because maybe a bit confusing, or there are too many things happening at the same time. So here the invitation is really to pause, to take a breather, to look inside, to find that still moment within you, to find that light within you that will help you to see and evaluate the situations better. But they understand that it can be confusing to see things clearly at the moment. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of negative thinking here, but it's not just negative thinking. There are situations, now changing in your life where you may feel that you're not up for them, that you're not strong enough for these situations. And this can be quite frustrating for you because you're not seeing a silver lining, you're not seeing a way out, you're just focusing on what's not working. And there's no criticism on this because it's very understandable. And of course, all of you that are watching this, you have different scenarios, you have different realities. But what your guides are saying, it's very understandable that you feel that way. So they're not criticizing it in any way. What they're saying is it's not very objective. The way you're seeing your situation has nothing to do with the truth. Because some of you, you're probably saying that it's on you, that maybe you're not good enough, that you're not talented enough, or you should have decided something else, you're taking the wrong turn, and so on and so forth. And what the message is like, this is not the reality. This is what you believe to be. This is what you feel to be because you're being influenced by previous thoughts or currents of thoughts in your mind, which it's normal, which is okay. But the two together, you see, it's really like you're not seeing things clearly. So it's very difficult for you to make a decision, especially if you're dealing with a life-changing situation. Right? And it's normal to be afraid. And you're also afraid of being fooling yourself at the moment, right? And you're just saying, no, I cannot believe that something good is coming, or no, it's not for me. I don't believe this cup is for me. And it turns the situation quite difficult. And this is really you're like in a war against yourself. There's a war in your head, like, should I go left? Should I go right? It's like, find that stillness. For me, this card here is like the hermit, it's like pause, take a breather, go within, right? Because this is something new in your life, and they're understanding if it feels scary. They know it's something new, it's a new phase, and it can be really scary. And there are no guarantees, not 100%, so you do have to take risks. But what I'm getting is that it's going to be worth it. The risk is going to be worth it because a wish is coming true. And when wishes come true, it can also be overwhelming and it can be scary. And it's like, oh my God, my wish is coming true. And then all these fears can come up. But this new phase is what you needed. It's what you wanted, actually. And let's see if they give us a glimpse of what's going to happen. Just give me a second. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. So we have a lot of power here coming in. And this is like you. This is the person you're becoming, And I think there's a lot of recovery here. Some of you, need this stillness. Again, the Four of Swords stands for stillness, in order to gather your power. Some of you are also recovering from some ailment, be it physical or emotional, but you are recovering. And with the Nine of Cups here, you will recover. It's like your wish is going to come true. And with the Queen of Wands, so there are good times ahead, there are better times ahead, and you're becoming more empowered. And the things that you've been waiting for, and some of you have been waiting for a long time, they're coming in your life. Here with the Three of Wands. Just give me a second. So what will happen? Let's see if your guides would like us to share. Okay. So it's really the end of a phase here with the Death card, right? So this is a huge transformation. And this is really an end of a phase. And it's really like breaking with the past completely. With the Fool, with Death, you're starting something completely new. You're probably even cutting ties with some parts of your past, burning bridges. But this will be necessary. We have bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. This will be necessary, the steps, in order to gain control again of your life here with the Queen of Wands. To regain this control of your life and to bring it to a better situation. Just give me a second. So, what else can you tell us? There you go. Yeah, we have the Judgment. So there will be a rebirth. Here with the Death card, the Fool, this is a rebirth. And what we see here, and we have again the Magician, bottom of the deck, is you gaining control of your life and reinventing yourself. So it's really a passage to a brand new life, to a better life, to, for some of you, even a quieter life. And at first, like I said, it's going to feel strange. It's going to feel foreign. But the moment you take that decision to change your life and you start seeing the path opening up, then you just feel that it's right. You just feel that's the path you need to go. So this is a rebirth. So your guides are actually telling us that there is a better situation awaiting you, and full of pleasant surprises, full of great serendipity. They're just telling you not to hold on too tightly to the past. Just let it go. Don't hold on too tightly as well to the negative thinking, or to this feeling of lack or of not being good enough. This is not the truth. But I think you're changing this. You're changing this way of thinking as well. This is a big revolution happening in your life and happening in your mind and heart as well. And again, this will be a rebirth where you'll have a lot more of clarity and a lot of more power over your life as well. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. So if you chose pile number 3 here with the milky quartz, this is your reading. So this is just a quick message from your guides. Let's take a look. First of all, we have Dragonfly Spirit, change. Then we have Wandering Path, enjoy the journey. And then we have forgiveness. Funny, all the piles seem to have a similar theme, not exactly the same, but similar. So if you felt attracted to the other piles and you'd like to check them out, feel free, it's fine. Now, okay, so some of you may feel lost, like you don't know which way to go. You don't know which direction to go in your life. And your guides would like to tell you, well, it's supposed to be like that. And you may think, but why? Because the first thing I get in my head is like, it's more fun. But that's not the reason. The reason is really like, the reason the path sometimes seems to be a bit, crazy. It's like while you think that you're journeying from A to B, be it in a literal or a more metaphorical sense, it's like while you think you're journeying from A to B, you're actually on a journey to yourself. And that's why we have this forgiveness card. Because sometimes we distract ourselves with our goals, with who we think we should be, what we should have, how many cars, how many houses, children, whatever, as status symbol we prefer. But this distraction, it's not very positive when we want to develop ourselves. So here's like they're taking many distractions from your life, in order, or causing even a certain chaos, in order for you to go back to yourself. And I don't want to sound like, oh, you're lost and now you'll be found. No, and it's something that is more intimate, it's more private, and of course each and every one of you will have a different story here, and it's something like you finding your true path by getting in touch with yourself. That's it. That's the message. And you're changing here with the dragonfly spirit. I simply love dragonflies, right? And they have some of them, I think most of them, if not all, I don't know. They have really short lifespans, but they're beautiful. They're very busy and flying everywhere. And I don't know, they just make me happy. And with this change, it's also saying, hey, what do you want to do with your life? This is the message I'm getting here. I'm not getting it from the card, from the text of the card. It's just like, what you want to do with your life. You've been a busy bee, in this case, dragonfly. You're always like on the run. You're always doing something. You're always distracting yourself with something else. But what do you want to do your life really, right? Like I said, this is something that is really intimate and private. So only you have the answer for this. And there's no judgment whatsoever, and your guides are not pointing the fingers like, what do you want to do with your life? No, they're not doing that. They're just reminding you that you already know what you want to do with your life. You've always known what you want to do with your life. Some of you, since you were little children, you had that calling, a certain calling. And for some reason, you allow yourself to get distracted from that. And you're saying, sooner or later, you're going to follow that calling. But they're sensing that there's this yearning there within you, but you kind of don't know how to get there, don't know how to get back to that innocence or to that simplicity of thought, like when we are children. And that's why, they are... Your path may seem confusing, but at the same time is exactly perfect because it allows you to get in touch with yourself. The moment you're in touch with your heart, with your heart's desire, or connected with your soul and with your mind, it makes ping. It just opens up. Then it's so simple. It's so simple. It's just straight ahead. It's just like you won't have any kind of doubts anymore. Suddenly you just see it. And it's really, really nice. It's a wonderful experience and very natural. So it won't be like nothing like fantastic or just too awesome to be true. It would be so natural and so beautiful. With the forgiveness card, it's really, again, has to do with getting in touch with yourself. And sometimes we are reminded of our calling when we're, older. And sometimes then starts regretting, oh, I should have done this when I was a teenager. I should have done that when I was 20-something, and so on and so forth. And the problem with that is, again, you're wasting time with something that first you cannot change. And second, it's not really true. It's like your guides are telling you everything was perfect until now. Even if you thought or you think you've wasted time there, and or you went the wrong way, or you were hanging out with the wrong people, that's not really true. There were things you needed to learn. There were places you needed to see, experiences that you needed to witness in order to shape you for your final goal, you see. And sometimes you only get this appreciation in hindsight. When we're going through the motions, when you're going through life and the experiences and so on, it's practically impossible to see the big picture, right? Because you're in the middle of it. But your guides, they have the big picture, and they're saying, hey, you're doing fine. You're changing. Your life is changing, and you're growing, and you're becoming also freer, more flexible in thought and body. Even if you think, oh my God, but I'm in pain, or like my joints hurt, or this or that or the other, they're saying, no, you're healing, you're changing, you and your body is adapting. And this forgiveness then is not only just important to be forgiving of yourself and understanding of yourself. It's also very important to have this forgiveness and understanding towards people around you that probably, represented obstacles in your life, or put you down, or doubted your talents, abilities, and integrity. And maybe they were even really mean. So it's like they're inviting you here to have an understanding. Because sometimes we cannot jump immediately to forgiveness, and it's very difficult to forgive blindly. For instance, what I prefer is understanding, but this is me, so this is not an universal rule. What I came to realize in my own experience is that if you understand, you don't need to forgive, because you understand. You see, and if you understand, you can see the other person's point of view. You can see where it's coming from. And then suddenly forgiveness is obvious. It just happens because you're understanding. But this is a way of getting there. It's not the only one. But this is the one that works for me, trying to see the other person's point of view, to be in this other person's shoes. And it's not always easy, and it's not always possible, but at least I try. But it's very understanding as well if you were hurt in the past, even traumatized, that this forgiveness is really a challenge. But it's up to you, and it's not a question, it's not an ultimatum. It's not a question of either you do it or else. No. So your guides love you very, very much. Just showing you that this is happening. So it's not something you have to do. No, it's happening. You're growing into this. You're growing into this understanding. You're growing into this forgiveness. You're growing into accepting the path as it is, as understanding the path, your own unique path, and just enjoying what is. Okay, I hope this made sense, because now there were so many winding turns here in this explanation, and they were needed, because I think all of you that chose pile number 3 are winding as well. And this is now the time to just take it, call it your own, and enjoy it, because this is your beautiful, unique path. Let's see if we have more information for you, pile number 3. So we ask your guides if they would like to share some more information for you that would be useful for you. We have the moon. Well, here the moon has to do, like you sometimes not really knowing where you're going, and you have to trust your intuition. The moon is all about intuition, and to go through the night, like sometimes dark night of the soul can be very scary, yes, but it also brings change about, and acceptance and understanding. There you go. But it doesn't have to be that dramatic. It's just, trust that you are guided, trust your own inner compass, trust, and we have a compass here, trust your intuition. What else? We have the 3 of Swords. Let me get another card for the Three of Swords. Interesting. Oh, okay, we see. There was hurt in the past, of course. And maybe for some of you, this is even the present. There was like a separation here from many of you. It doesn't have to be from a partner. It can be also from a loved one, from even from a work situation. It could be, a separation that was unwanted, and it feels like a bit like a betrayal. And that's why you think like you lost your path, you lost your way. There's change, but it's like this change, like I was telling you at the beginning, is necessary. This is your path. And you're not seeing it right now, especially here with the moon. You're not seeing it clearly right now. You're not seeing why was this necessary, but it was for your higher good. And again, these are things that teach us. They're situations that teach us, but sometimes we have to be freed from certain people and situations. And sometimes we're not able, even if we see that the situation or a certain person is not good for us, or that the relationship or the connection developed in an unhealthy and unbalanced way, but it still is difficult for us to break free. And sometimes the universe then intervenes and helps you out of the situation. And it's not always pleasant, and it's not always nice. And it can be very hurtful. And here your guides are telling you that they understand that you're hurting. They understand that it's a painful situation, but they also want to tell you that it's for your higher good. And in hindsight, again, you're going to find this step logical. You're going to find this was the best thing that could have happened to you. It's like it's a blessing in disguise. That's what I'm getting here. What else can you tell us for pile 3? Okay, just give a second. There you go. We have the sun. The moon and the sun. Clarity will come. You will see things differently. And you will feel better even sooner than you probably expect. You will feel better. You will feel happier. There's a lot of joy coming in. Just at the moment you cannot see it, we have here the hangman, sorry. You cannot see it because you're still hanging on to the situation, or you still haven't moved on from whatever has hurt you, which is okay. Again, there's no criticism. And then we have the devil as well, and the hermit. So you're still in this feeling, you're still caught up in all these feelings and thoughts. But the nice thing about it, the most joyous message here, is really the sun telling you, the sun will shine again in your life. You'll be happy again. So don't worry, go through the phase. So I was right. That was really the dark night of the soul. I didn't want to be that dramatic, but yeah, you're going through the dark night, probably many of you, and you're hurting, but you're telling you to hanging there. All it's going to make sense, and try and understand the situation. Try to understand also your feelings. Don't be hard on yourself, like here on this forgiveness. If you can forgive the others, that's wonderful. And if you cannot, they're telling you it will be done in time. You'll understand it in time. So there's no forcing you that you have to be this or this certain way. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? We have the Four of Pentacles. This is just confirming that you're still holding on to the past, to a situation, and it's also okay. But the situation is, you're already changing within. Also here with the dragon spirit, dragonfly spirit, you're changing within already here with the High Priestess. And it's like you're working on your inner self, and you're developing an inner wisdom, or you are tapping. You're not developing, you already have it, that's it. And you're tapping into that inner wisdom, and you're helping yourself. And again, here to see the different paths, you're finding balance within yourself, and you're trying to see both ways. You're trying to find that sense of justice as well within yourself. And here, bottom of the deck, this is the Chariot. So you're moving forward. You're moving forward. Things will get better pretty soon. And we have here the Ace of Pentacles, and saying there's a new dawn again. I'm getting that song from Nina Simone. There's a new dawn, and I'm feeling good. Yeah. And it will be how it's going to be for you. Just if it's like this has to do with a financial situation, or you've been laid off from a job situation for some of you, it's like it's going to be better. It's going to improve, and you're going to get a new job. Okay. Yeah, then we have the Queen of Wands. So you'll feel empowered again, and you'll be back on your feet sooner than you know. So things will start to make sense again. Things will start to feel good again. Then we have here the Six of Swords. You're leaving this difficult situation behind. Yeah. Things will start to get better. And it's just like with Enjoy the Journey, the journey is not very easy at the moment, but it will get better, and a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of good times will enter your life. It's really, the message is hanging there. Things will improve. So pile number 3. Oh, you got the longest reading from all the piles. This is your reading. This was just a quick insight. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love.